Have any funny things to say about Petersburg, Florida?
Peter.
You are totally the biggest mark.
And I have half the brain that you do.
Hulk Hogan, you can go to hell.
And all these people are a bunch of stinking bums, aren't you?
Reigning United States heavyweight champion Bret Hitman Clark.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Nitro party. I'm Zach, joined here with Grant. Say hi, Grant.
Hi, Grant.
We're going to be reviewing and watching, as you watch along with us, WCW Monday Nitro, episode 61 from November 11th, 1996. And I just discussed with Grant that I was going to say all this stuff during the show, but here I am saying it anyways.
Yeah, you are.
But so the way this whole thing works, if you're just joining us for the first time, which if you started episode 61, I'm not sure what you're thinking.
It's your lucky number.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyways, what we do is we watch Nitro episode by episode on the WWE Network, and we basically just talk about it while we watch. And there's going to be some ads and stuff after you press the play button, after you find the episode, which is episode 61, like I said. And after the ads go, pause it, and then I'm going to count down from 3. You're going to press play again, and we're going to go to town. So press play in 3, 2, 1, play. And I am absolutely horrible at intros.
That was more depressing than a eulogy.
Yeah. You should have done it.
Well, I didn't, and we're not going to do it again.
Let's say do an intro again. Do an intro now. Do your intro.
Hey, this is the thing that we do with the deal, and if you thought this was a good podcast, you're fucking wrong.
Okay, so what I was going to say earlier is this is the Nitro from November 11th, St. Petersburg, Florida, at the Bayfront Arena. This episode got a 3.7 rating, which I guess was good in 96. I don't know. I didn't look up Raw's rating.
Better ratings than we get.
Oh, yeah. Which is like 4. Not 4.0. 4 people.
Yeah, four people.
Okay,
oh, look at that old guy.
Which one?
Right between their heads.
Oh, I didn't know if you meant Zabisco or the actual old man. I saw a random picture of Zabisco on Twitter today. He was standing by a bunch of teenagers by a swimming pool, and he posted on his Twitter. I have no idea who these people were. I just thought it was funny. So there was a dark match that we're not going to see, unfortunately, between Miguel Perez Jr. and La Parca.
Oh, I like La Parca.
And Miguel Perez Jr. won. So one more for Miguel.
I don't care for that result.
No.
You know what? We're not going to see the match. Fuck it. La Parca won. There.
Yeah. As far as we're concerned, it doesn't exist.
That's right.
Video footage of it.
And if it does exist, La Parca won.
That old man doesn't know where he's at.
Oh, God. That might be Stu Hart's brother.
Maybe.
Cousin.
Drew Hart.
Oh, God. He's just angry, too. Look at that stare.
It's like he's plotting to do something evil. He keeps looking around like, who's watching? So, without Clay here, and it's been so long since we've done an episode, I have no clue what the current storylines are other than NWO. Huh?
Yeah, there is a New World Order. And, yeah, they're doing stuff.
Yeah. And people are trying to stop them from doing stuff. Oh, yeah, Jeff Jarrett's around.
Help. Oh, God damn it.
They announced today that Road Dogg would be inducting him to the Hall of Fame, which I kind of assumed would be the case.
Well, if there was ever time for a meteorite to land on the stage.
I really wish they would have got Jerry to do it, though. That would have been great.
Yeah,
it would have been the longest induction
Oh my God.
speech ever.
Yeah.
So
It's
this is
pretty
setting
bad.
up...
It's pretty bad when you're so terrible on the mic that Benoit has to step in and be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And then Mongo. Still holding that Halliburton there. I'm trying to hear what they're talking about. I'm not sure what the angle is here.
Oh, this is when Jeff Jarrett's kind of stepping in and playing Ric Flair.
Okay, well, the first match is going to be Jarrett versus Benoit. Maybe it's like one of those initiation matches or something. I'm making up.
No. I think Benoit's taking exception to the fact that Jarrett's stepping in and he's not really a horseman.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, because this is the thing that we're always bitching about. Like, oh, the New World Order's invading. Let's wrestle each other.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's like if the Russians attack us,
right,
and we fight over, I don't know, net neutrality or something with guns.
Right. Yeah, no, we decide to have a civil war real quick.
Yeah, just get it out of the way.
And then
wait, we got some stuff to take care of. Then we'll deal with you.
Yeah, you guys wait.
Sending nukes our way. So we're still going over a recap of last week, which in our world was like a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
2 months ago almost. I do remember that guy with the weird hair that was standing behind Sting. Of all things, that's what I remember. That dude's weird haircut.
What a great job Sting had for a year.
No kidding.
Show up, stand in the rafters, eventually get into the ring, hit people with a bat.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's
what
the whole
a way
thing.
to make money. Yeah. Repel a few times.
He got out of shape, it would seem.
Yeah.
So that wasn't great, but
yeah. I mean, here, looking at him there, I mean, even with, all the, the jacket and the face paint, you can kind of tell he's still got a pretty chiseled look.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But shoot, he just wrestled in September, didn't he? At this point?
Yeah, no, it hasn't been very long at all. Yeah.
See, I didn't really watch back at this particular time, and I always thought, just the way people kind of talked about it in retrospect, like he was gone for just ever. He was never really gone.
Right.
They would say Sting was, missing for so long, and people thought he turned his back on everybody. And no, he maybe missed 2 Nitros.
Right. And then he didn't fucking wrestle forever.
Yeah.
And forgot how.
He got fat, and Hogan got mad, and that's maybe Sting is the reason that Starrcade '97 sucked.
Well,
because he got fat.
His work rate wasn't like it was, and Hogan sure as fuck ain't gonna carry ya.
Right, yeah.
And then Nick Patrick giving the most perfect 3 count ever.
Oh, right, yeah.
Nah, we're giving it away. Nobody pay attention.
Yeah. I'm not paying attention to what you're saying right now.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Fucking Bill and Ted belly shirt.
I was about to say that exact thing. Not Bill and Ted, but I was going to say, look at that belly shirt.
What the fuck? Benoit's not a big guy. They didn't have his size?
I tried that freshman year of football. Seemed like all the cool kids wanted to show their belly button. I guess so I don't know, so it fit underneath your pads or something.
Right.
So I did that to our freshman year football T-shirt that we all got.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I should have given mine to Jeff Jarrett.
Your T-shirt to Jeff Jarrett?
No, I should have done what he's wearing. Just cut a bunch of long vertical strips out of it.
And then showed up to football practice?
Yeah.
And
like, hey guys, I'm from Music City.
This is what to wear in Nashville.
And then called them Slapnuts, even though that gimmick wouldn't be around for another few years.
Well, it was 99. It probably would have been around in a year and a half.
That's true. Well, I didn't have a time machine.
That's true.
Midget in a bathrobe, and he is upset.
So Jimmy Hart must not be that tall himself, because they're pretty much, Jimmy's hair might be taller.
Yeah, no, Jimmy Hart and Mean Gene and yeah, apparently Kevin Sullivan, all the same fucking height.
It was some sort of a mold they used to create wrestlers. Yeah. And
which is good, I guess, if you're Kevin Sullivan, that Jimmy Hart's around, because you don't want a manager bigger than you.
Right.
Which is why I can't be a fucking manager. because I'm bigger than goddamn everybody.
How is your wrestling thing going?
It's good. It's real good.
Any updates? Any news? Anything happening other than just training still? Or
Yeah, no, just still training. I figure probably at about the 1 year mark, I'll be in there for real.
which
having
will be
matches.
What?
I
August?
don't know, 10 months from now. Yeah.
Glory Pro or Dynamo?
Dynamo. There's a bunch of places that those guys work with, into Illinois, Southern Missouri, Indiana even. I wouldn't mind wrestling in like Olney. I'm sure I could get booked there if I had a couple good matches.
Yeah.
No,
They have some,
I the oddest thing so far that I have to report is that like the shit that looks and seems simple is really complicated and really hurts. And the shit that seems complicated just isn't. And it's just meh. Like there's, I don't know. Everything's opposite of what you would think it would be.
Yeah. I was listening to Edge and Christian's podcast the other day, and they did a thing called Anatomy of a Match, and they did Stone Cold and Bret Hart's match from WrestleMania 13. And they were both on there talking about it. And they said that exact thing, basically, in other words. But basically, they said that it was one of the easiest matches they ever put on, because if you do things right, even the stuff that looks like it's killing you probably hurts the least of everything.
Right. Yeah, no, we were
he was talking about. I guess Brett did some sort of a slam or something to Austin onto the turnbuckle stairs.
Right.
And he said that's actually a very, very easy bump to take because the stairs are angled, and when you land at an angle, you kind of just slide down it. You don't really take any impact, really.
Right. Yeah, no, we were doing like comeback drills, and I was working with the only other guy who's about my size, pretty similar skill level at this point, and we were just doing the comeback, just 3 clotheslines and then a cover, and just feeding someone 3 hard, stiff clotheslines in a row is just completely fucking just disorienting. Because it's not a hard impact. It's not like you're getting punched, but you're going down and you're taking an entire arm. You're hitting the ground. You're getting up, turning around the other way, and running again. Mm-hmm. And it's just this real quick stop and go with impact and going the opposite direction every time. And yeah, being a novice at it, you really just got to kind of keep paying attention so you know where the hell in the ring you are and where the other guy is and all that.
Man, can you imagine being a luchador?
Oh, Jesus. and then, yeah, like the world's most basic shit, like the big one we've been working on a lot is hip tosses. Just work the opposite of how you would think they would, and don't feel like anything at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's weird. It's opposite land. And then there's a lot of stuff that there's just a ton of detail work on, like the hip toss or the snap mare. There's 5 or 6 little steps. And then you get to something that's higher impact and seemingly a little more dangerous, like a body slam. And it's like, oh no, just pick them up and put them down.
As simple as that.
Yeah, like it's a little, I mean, there's nuances there, but it seems like the more basic the thing, the more complicated it is to do right.
Yeah. So are you over being sore all the time? Or are you still just sore every time you go?
No, I'm pretty much over that. We do some drills that, are some pretty high pace stuff. And one of the things that's really odd, being a fighter and doing that sort of thing, I have a lot more cardio doing stuff than a guy who's in way better shape than me, but is a beginner, because I know how to do things efficiently. I know when to rest. I know when to breathe.
Yeah.
I know what needs my energy. I know what doesn't. Man, it doesn't matter how hard I think about it. I don't take a fucking breath when I run the ropes. And,
really?
I hit the ropes fucking 5 times, and I'm just blown up.
Are you
and I'm
supposed to?
Yeah, you should be breathing most of the time. It's just one of those things.
Are you just bracing for the impact or what?
I'm thinking about it, because running the ropes is one of those things that to do it well, it takes a lot of thought, at least at first. I'm sure eventually it'll be complete second nature, but there's a lot of ways to fuck it up.
Yeah.
And instead of breathing, I'm thinking.
Like that dude that Rey Mysterio killed. He basically kicked him to the ropes, and he basically knocked the back of his neck on the bottom rope or something.
Exactly.
And died.
Yeah, no, and there's a lot of little steps to it, and if you screw it up bad enough, you go out.
Yeah, well, here's Sting.
Uh-oh,
so
Sting.
That match was decent. I was kind of watching it, but this is better. Scorpion Death Drop. Rewind. Scorpion Death Drop on Jeff Jarrett. I feel like when I talk about matches, I sound like one of the 1970s, just bland, announcers, because I have no inflection in my voice.
Well, that's professionalism. You're not
right,
biased.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
I'm serious about it.
Because this is a serious sport that's real.
I'm unbiased. Fake. I'm not going to get excited about anyone.
Yeah.
That's a cool shirt he was wearing. You see,
yeah,
Sting's
that's what
shirt?
I was going to say. One of the very early Sting black and white shirts.
You don't see that one very often. Chris Benoit is very confused.
His feelings look hurt.
Yeah.
It's like, why would you do that?
That was my guy. I was supposed to kick his ass.
When it comes to acting, I think woman's the most believable person in that ring.
Yeah.
Wait, who's the ref? It might be the ref.
I have no clue who that ref is.
It's that guy.
That guy. You don't have to take a break. You're literally owned by the network that you're showing your show on.
It's true. You can do the commercials anytime you want.
Uh-huh.
I
always expected to go to commercial. I'm like, what kind of commercials are going to be?
I'm a little bit disappointed when they don't. I want to know what's on movies for guys who like movies.
No kidding. Did I tell you about, I might have talked about it here, where a guy on Facebook over in Vincennes was offering several boxes full of WCW and NWA wrestling tapes that he recorded.
No.
And he was great. Probably 80, I think he said 87 or 88 up to the end. Jesus. And he only wanted $30 for it.
Uh-huh.
And I wanted it just basically for commercials, because everything will be on the network eventually.
Right.
But I didn't
He probably got arrested.
Probably. So what's going on here? Some dude just walked up and Zbyszko got flustered.
Yeah, some random guy who doesn't work for the company and isn't a plant
is giving them a ransom note from NWO.
No. What? No, it's the they got a tape to play.
Oh. Are they pirating the feed?
No, not
Inferno? Yet. Damn it.
No, this one's Piper related.
The Disco Inferno feed pirating is the highlight of my watching of WCW.
It's right up there.
It's a commercial for Health South Medical Center. Perfect. Football. Baseball.
Oh, is this the Ric Flair surgery?
I don't know. Oh, it is. Hi, I'm a doctor.
This is great. I mean, I assume this guy really did surgery to Flair at the time.
He might have, yeah.
That's an authentic CRT, kids. You can see the line. You see it?
Cathode ray tube. Those are pretty good for retro gaming. Them old cathode, or the CRT TVs.
Yeah, they are.
That were television monitors that had really, really fast refresh rates.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, and I assume if that's an authentic CRT, this guy's an authentic doctor.
Oh, of course. Actually, that's a Sony, which is the Sony Trinitrons. Those are the best.
Well, if anybody out there has one of these, you can send it in to us. We'll take it.
Yeah, for free.
Yeah, we won't even charge you to take it. Like those dirty bastards at the recycling place.
Yeah, no kidding. I have in our shed here at our new place, we had a shed we inherited that's probably 100 years old, literally. Uh-huh. And I have a pallet full of CRT TVs covered in a plastic tarp.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So I've got a few if I ever need one. Unless, the elements get to it because it's not a fully enclosed shed.
Well, yeah, you should probably do something about that.
But it's better than spending $20 just to give it to somebody.
It's true. Here in St. Louis, we have dumpsters that you can dump things in randomly without anyone knowing.
Oh, yeah? Huh.
Yeah.
Like you talking like that's not the intended purpose? People do it?
Listen, there's dumpsters. They're open.
It's a dumpster. You dump things
That's
in
it. That's the whole thing.
Okay, so we have a Women's World Title Tournament first round match here.
She is wearing the opposite outfit as woman.
She is.
She has multiple layers covering the ladies.
And then nothing at the bottom.
And then nothing at the bottom.
Her name is Malia Hosaka. Is that one of those that we've seen several times? We just always forget who they are?
I think not only is it that, but I think we will also probably see her again in a mask.
Oh, okay.
Because they could only afford like 3 women's wrestlers.
Well, this one, the very manly-looking woman, is Zero, as it says there.
Oh, I thought the manly-looking woman was Sonny Ono.
Well, that too. So this title... Singapore. The Gaia Heavyweight Champ. I have never heard of that. Some Singapore wrestling.
I don't watch promotion. A lot of wrestling from Singapore, so that might be why.
I don't watch a lot of anything from Singapore. I don't think I've ever watched anything from Singapore.
No, me either, now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh, Malia Hosaka, or whatever her name is, took off her feathers.
There we go. That's what the people want.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of like... We'll have to compare it to it later. Maybe it's just like shittier quality, but I like the feel of these earlier shows. Like I don't know. It seems less produced.
Yeah. Zero, isn't that something to do with World War II Japanese?
That was one of their planes.
Zero.
Plane?
Okay.
I don't know if that's a reference. I have the internet, though.
You do? Zero could very easily be a male. Like, there is nothing about this person and what they're wearing with the face paint that makes you think it's a male or a female.
Chigusa Nagayo, who without her makeup doesn't look much different. She's been called the most popular woman wrestler of all time by someone. I don't know who. But,
someone in Singapore?
80 to 89, she was in All Japan Women's.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh, you know what? She may have... Wonder if that's the same one. Surely not. Hold on, I'm doing research.
Yeah. The way that Malia Hosaka takes her clotheslines is almost in slow motion. She like jumps and like she's kind of suspended in air for a second. She kind of falls down on her neck. Fall away slam. And pooped him. A weird way to pin there. Zero wins.
Squash match.
Man, I don't see how people like Schiavone and all them guys can do it. They have to sound so excited for stuff they can care less about.
Well, they're getting paid for it.
True. I guess if I was getting paid to do what I'm doing right now, I might be a little more excited.
You know what? It looks like the lady that is Zero here. Uh-huh. Her and Asuka teamed up very early in her career.
Early in Asuka's career?
Yeah.
Really? Interesting.
That's what I said.
Interesting. 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
There you go. Who the fuck did I decide we could do that with in wrestling? Is it Bret Hart?
I think so.
I think it is.
Yeah. Anything in wrestling at all could be connected to Bret Hart.
In like 4 steps or something.
I mean, you have to. If you get pretty general about it, you can just basically be like, "So DDP, he's a wrestler. Bret Hart's a wrestler."
Well, right.
I like that bulldog on your shirt.
It is a nice bulldog.
It's like something. Well, I was going to say something Randy Edmondson would wear, but nobody has any idea what I'm talking about.
I think we talk about him a lot here. I hope he listens.
So, did you ever determine if that guy you found was him?
Who? What?
Was that you or Clay that found an
no,
article
I did.
about?
I don't know if that's him or not. It fits the bill.
I know. I mean, it's from Joliet or whatever, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Which is where his granddad would lived and where he lived before he came to school with us.
He was a delinquent.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if he's alive, if that wasn't him.
I don't know. It's hard to get killed these days.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey. He's kind of shooting a little bit.
Yes. I mean, although that was a thing in wrestling, which I guess it was a different gimmick.
That's what I'm
I think
saying.
I
like
have those sunglasses.
Whose? DDP's? The
DDP's.
silver ones?
Yeah.
They look like just generic Walmart sunglasses. They're probably $300 Oakleys or something, though.
Yeah, no, I've got a set of Oakley's. Anyhow.
But what I was saying, as far as shooting, we're still at a time when previous gimmicks were just not the same person in wrestling terms.
That's true.
So they're inviting DDP to the NWO.
Yeah.
This is a pretty big angle right here, actually.
Yeah, no, this is.
They're pretty much making DDP's career right here.
It's the early NWO shirts that have the website.
Oh, nice. Does it say NWOWrestling.com?
Yes.
I forgot they had 2 separate websites. There was WCWWrestling.com, NWOWrestling.com, and NitroGirls.com.
Wonder if NitroGirls.com still works. I'll check that out.
It's just a frickin' horse cock going in some woman's mouth whenever you type it in.
Oh, N-I-T.
Actually, it probably goes to WWE.com. I think they acquired all those. Is that what it did?
No, I don't know. NitroGirls.com. No, click here to buy.
Oh, it's available.
Fuck, I wonder
Get
how much.
that.
I'm on it.
$5 for a year of NitroGirls.com or whatever that stuff cost. We should just make an Angel Fire, a GeoCities style fan page to spice. So basically, DDP's mad that he's being considered 8th in line.
Right. He should have been first off the boat after Hogan. God damn it. He's important.
Yeah.
Seeing what matches are on here.
We should acquire NitroGirls.com, then try to sell it to WWE.
I'm going to start my own Nitro Girls. I'm going to be like, no, we're bringing it back. See the website? This is legit.
It's legit. If you have a website, it's legit.
Right. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Ooh, the amazing French Canadians.
I was about to say, it's starting to decline. Their promos are not quite as exciting anymore for Saturday night.
Fucking Spider-Man mask.
That's my Rey Mysterio theme song.
I'm going to record that and we're gonna play it every time Mysterio comes out.
Ultimo Dragon with his 300 titles there.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
One title from every country.
You know he never defends him. He's just a belt hoarder.
Sonny Ono got changed really fast.
Yeah. And his clothes do not fit at all. Did you see how baggy that shit was?
Yeah. Oh my god, who is this? I need to look this up. Is that Ciclope? That's Ciclope. His outfit changes a little bit as time goes on.
Yeah.
Ciclope there. He's actually like a Cyclops here.
Yeah, later on he looks like a bumblebee.
Yeah. Meltzer gave this a 3.5 star rating.
Meltzer's got a boner for foreigners.
He does. He always has, and he still does.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Very annoying.
You know, the other annoying thing, especially when you look, like, listening to the Pritchard show, hearing the ratings for, like, random matches, if you're on the undercard, it doesn't matter how good the match is in the WWF. If it's just two Americans, it's getting 1.5 star.
Right.
And if the match sucks, but he likes the storyline, he'll give it 3 or 4.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, his ratings mean absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Would have been 9 stars in Japan.
Yeah, if it was Miguel Perez Jr.
Right.
versus La Parka, but it was the main event of the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah, no, exactly.
18 stars.
Good. I like that.
I looked down. What happened?
Ray got clotheslined. He jumped off the top rope and just got ran the fuck over.
Nice. By the Cyclops.
I like how in WCW, I mean, I guess it's this way in Mexico, but Jesus. I like how there's not like a weight limit on any of this. It's just like, you've got a mask. You've got a mask. You guys wrestle.
It's the mask division.
Yeah. Like,
who else
Ray
has a
Jr.
mask at this point? Is Hoovy already lost his mask?
No, Hoovy still got it.
No. Oh, wait, something's happening. Unless they all just see themselves on the screen. Oh, D. Malenko. Why is he out? Oh, yeah, because him and Ray are in a
champ. Yeah, he's the champion.
Oh, is he? He didn't wear his belt out.
No.
You're supposed
he's
to.
not wrestling. He doesn't wear the belt.
Oh, you're supposed to wear it everywhere.
I would. I legit would.
So if you become the Dynamo, whatever their champ is called, would you wear it like everywhere?
Yeah, I'd wear it to work. I'd wear it to the store.
Or it's Walmart.
Everywhere.
Put it on whenever you're pumping your gas.
Yep. Nope. It'd be constant.
Set up a little booth outside of I don't know, a shop and save and do autographs.
Yeah. No, I would. I'd always have pictures to autograph with me.
There you go.
But yeah, no, and then like in the cruiserweight division, it's all the cruiserweights, and then there's like, fucking La Parka and Jericho.
Yeah.
Who are pretty clearly bigger than everyone.
Psychosis! Watch out, D. Malenko! He's right behind you. I like how D. Malenko will not wear his title, but Psychosis will wear normal person clothes, but wear his mask.
Yeah. That would have been a fun angle to play with anyone, really. Like, oh, here comes a guy without a mask. Is it Psychosis? We don't know. What's he look like?
Yeah. It'd be funny if Psychosis got right behind D. Malenko and just stared.
Oh, it'd be great. But no, that would have been fun. Just an angle where everyone's paranoid.
Like there's
anybody they see is a luchador.
Yeah. Some sort of I guess it would give away their identity though on TV, but you have a room full of Mexicans.
Right.
And they're all wrestlers. They're all masked wrestlers, but they're all unmasked in the room.
Right.
And you have to pick a random one, like you're an American or something. You have to pick a random person, not knowing who they really are, to wrestle. And then, that night they come out and you find out who you really picked.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, but they wouldn't do that because then they would, know who they are.
No, that would have been good for someone like Jericho, who's just convinced that everyone in the crowd is Rey Mysterio. Every kid is Rey Mysterio Jr.
Yeah. Oh, I watched a documentary on Netflix the other day. It's called Lucha Forever, I think.
Uh huh.
And it is exactly what it sounds like. It's a documentary about Lucha Libre.
Oh, you know what? I
And,
think I watched that.
It kind of happens whenever they were taping some stuff when that dude got killed by Ray.
Yeah, yeah.
Hiro Aguaya Jr. or whatever.
Yeah, no, I think I saw that.
And it follows that big meathead American dude. And
Yes.
then this other guy who looks,
Yep.
He's like third generation or something. But
Yeah, no,
it's-
I think I
it's actually
watched
pretty
that
good.
right when it came out.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Jesus.
But it's kind of crazy how in Mexico, no matter how big you are, you still wrestle at like freaking in chicken barns and like county fairs and stuff
Yeah, no, and I mean
and circuses.
That stuff's not even indicative of the pay. Like sometimes they'll wrestle just a crap arena and the money's good.
Yeah.
I at some point I'm gonna have to go to Mexico City and watch fucking Lucha live.
Yeah, that would be fun to watch.
As long as you don't get kidnapped.
Exactly. There's some Ray gets the win.
Yay.
Oh my god! Hi, I've been here the whole time, stupid.
Just to do that. All that work and that's the payoff.
You know, a very observant Dean.
You know, shit. He could have fucked him up multiple times.
What I was gonna say, I guess there was some family from like Danville or something
Uh-huh.
that had a condo in Mexico,
Yeah.
and they all got freaking murdered.
All right,
Like
then.
they were all found dead. Just talking about
Uh-huh.
going to Mexico, you know, and try not to get killed.
Right.
They had some condo and just they hadn't been heard from for a bit, and yeah, they were all murdered in their condo.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
Well, here's our late to the Nitro tip of the week. Don't get murdered.
In Mexico or anywhere for that
Anywhere,
matter.
really. It doesn't matter the country that it happens in.
Our Pet Boys Power Pin of the Week.
God,
Pet
I hate
Boys.
Pet Boys.
Cars
Pet
like
Boys
us.
is awful.
People love us. Are they one of your competitors?
They're awful. They're fucking. I deal with them. They're fucktards.
I guess they wouldn't be a competitor. I guess they're just like are they, what do you call them, vendors?
They're a
Or something?
vendor.
A vendor.
Ah, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Where did you work when you lived in South Bend? What?
I worked in Juvie.
I know, but didn't you work at some sort of an auto shop or something at one
Oh,
point,
yeah. When
too?
I first moved there, I worked at a Jiffy Lube.
Oh, okay. That's what it was, Jiffy Lube. Hey, it's the website. Netscape
Yes.
Navigator.
Fuck yeah.
I remember waiting 5 hours to download whatever version it would have been in like 96 or 7 of
Yeah.
Netscape Navigator.
4, I think.
Might have been, I couldn't tell you, but yeah, it was grueling.
Yeah.
And it might have been a 15 megabyte file. I don't
Yeah.
know. But I might have had 56K, maybe still 28. I don't know. Probably 56 by that time.
Here, let me look. I can tell you. I've got the install file on my computer.
Random.
Well,
Yeah, Xbox with Xbox.
Here's my explanation. You never know when the internet might not work and you'll need Netscape Navigator.
Yeah, well.
Because, if the internet doesn't work, you need a web browser.
So what sort of award is Xbox holding there? It's a spade.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, nothing. I'm agreeing with you. That is a spade.
No. I'm talking to Scott Hall.
Oh. All right then.
He messed up. He just said the NWO is the reason TNT is the hottest show on cable.
Nice.
Watch out behind you. Joke's on Nash. Zabisco has a fever blister.
So Netscape Navigator 1 installed is 1.73 megs.
What is?
Netscape Navigator 1.0 installed And then I guess I don't have any newer versions in Netscape.
So when was Netscape 1?
Netscape 1 would have been like 92, maybe?
92. I have I acquired a computer a while back, and it came with a install of Netscape on floppies, and I think it was 4 or 5 1.4 meg disc, but I don't know which version that was.
Internet Explorer 4 installed is 10.2 megs.
Okay.
So, right around there.
Yeah.
Did you ever use Mosaic when it was new?
I did not. What was its angle?
It was like the first web browser that worked like a web browser does now, I think.
Oh, okay, I've heard of that. Yeah.
But, yeah, I missed the boat on that.
Well, that was 91-ish, wasn't it? 92?
Yeah, that was before Netscape, I think, yeah. You know, all that shit comes from the University of Illinois, like the Netscape team.
Uh-huh.
And then, which went on, of course, after AOL bought it and ruined it, they formed Foxfire.
Oh, yeah. Hey, hold on one sec. I have to go grab a paper towel real quick. I'll be right back.
So, Zach's on his period and needs a paper towel. And, yeah, that's what's going on there.
I spilled my tea on my untreated desk.
Oh.
Big old stain on it now.
I see.
Yeah.
Why don't you get some sealer for that thing?
Because I'm lazy.
Fucking hell.
Because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 computers sitting on it.
Well, fair enough.
I like the untreated look. It's more natural. I don't know
see.
why I'm going for a natural look in a room full of electronics, but
I mean, you can seal it without staining it, though.
Oh, I mean, I'm perfectly capable of putting some sort of stain or seal on it. I just don't want to take my crap off of it.
Well, no, goddammit. I'm saying if you used sealant, it wouldn't change the look.
A clear sealant?
Yeah, it'd just be like Scotch Guard.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
it came up. It came up. It's good.
It's like a fucking Bob Vila podcast now.
Did I miss anything?
You missed the New World Order not being heels and wondering why people are cheering for heels.
Oh, yeah.
Even though they're not heels.
Uh-huh. So Bischoff's still not in the NWO.
Right.
Still an announcer. We've been saying for like a year that, or I guess not a year, since July, that we thought this was going to be the episode that Bischoff turns, and it still hasn't happened.
Yeah.
And I'm not giving anything away, because if you're watching this, listening with us, then you already know that happens. Oh, did you hear about, I guess, Clay texted you about it.
Yeah.
Bischoff doing this podcast.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Well, we can't talk about Clay telling us, because that already happened, and that's hindsight.
Yeah, that's 2020, you know.
Right. It's going to be that's what I liked about his podcast before. It's a podcast about old wrestling conducted by a guy that says that you can't talk about old wrestling because that's just looking at things in hindsight.
Now, people
which is really just an excuse for him to say you can't talk about it unless you talk about how great every decision they made was.
Unless he agrees with it.
Right.
If he doesn't agree with it or doesn't want to talk about it, then that's when he says hindsight is 2020. You can say what you want.
It's like, well, maybe we shouldn't have had 9 different factions of the New World Order. Well, you say that now, but what you don't understand. That's his answer to everything.
Uh-huh. So we get Lex Luger versus Scott Norton.
Versus Scott fucking Norton. For some reason.
This could be a decent match here.
Yeah. We'll see. I haven't seen this in a long time.
Could be a decent match. I could say that about every match, though.
Well, not every match.
Yeah, I guess not. excuse the heck out of me. I was gonna say something when we're talking about Bischoff, but I totally forgot now. What the hell was it?
Fuck, I don't know.
Crap,
He's
I can't
turd.
remember. You were saying something, and I was kind of waiting, but you kept talking, and then I forgot by the time you're done talking.
Oh, yeah.
You know, one of them things.
Right. Norton shouting.
What would you call that
Luger's
hairdo?
oil.
That hairdo that Norton has? A buzz cut mullet?
You know, that's a short mullet.
Just a short mullet?
It's a working mullet.
A working mullet? What's Arn saying here?
He's talking about Luger, I believe, because they're going to wrestle.
Oh, yeah. What's the next pay-per-view? I guess World War III.
Yeah.
Oh, I just seen your
That's-
text that you sent.
Is that World War III? I guess that would be the Sunday after this. Nitro? Because we're at the 23rd, so it's almost got to be.
This is the 11th.
Oh, well, never mind.
It might be another week. I don't know.
Well, I don't fucking know. If we're not at the 23rd, then it doesn't have to be next week.
I mean, it could be next week, but
It could be, but it doesn't have to be.
no,
That's what I'm
it doesn't have to
saying.
be. No. Them NWO for life people in the front row are kind of annoying me.
They're plants.
Every time they are on screen, they go nuts.
Yeah.
Well, now they're looking for Sting, even though he's not there.
Yeah, and I guess I don't think they're plants. I think they got given those seats either because they were wearing that or because they agreed to wear that.
It's like the Price is Right effect. The crazier you are, the better position
Right.
you get.
Yeah.
Either they are looking for something else, of course, duh.
It's Sting!
It's like if somebody were watching the Thunder that we were at, they'd see us all looking over there towards where Disco and, who was it?
Yeah.
Disco and Ming were in the aisle there at one point.
I know it was Disco, but then Muda came out.
Oh, Muda. It was Muda.
Yeah, Disco
Yeah.
was watching the ring to give Muda the cue.
Yeah.
Because I guess he's the only spare guy they fucking had in the back. Like, you could have put anyone there but a wrestler, and we wouldn't have thought twice about it.
Right.
There you go, Norton. He got out. Fuck. Those were vicious sounding.
Yeah. Oh, that didn't look too good. As far as it didn't look like
Well.
he sold it very well. He barely touched the thing. Then again, you probably don't want to go full force towards a steel pole.
A lot
With your arm.
of guys will go full force to it and just somehow not move their head out of the way, and they get split open for real.
Yeah.
It's amazing when you go back and watch Luger, late 80s, early 90s, pre-WWF, like how much better he was,
Yeah.
despite being way greener, way younger.
He probably wasn't as cautious then.
Yeah, I don't know. His work's just a lot better. I don't know if being in the WWF, he didn't really have to work.
Yeah, he got
I mean,
he got used to
wasn't-
kind of the slower big man style, and then
Yeah, because he worked
Never
with
could recuperate.
Yokozuna. He worked with Yoko a lot. And I'm sure he squashed a bunch of just big body jobber guys. And in WCW, before he left, it was, fucking Flair and Steamboat and all those guys.
yeah, I'm
And he-
sure him going to the Fed had something to do with it, because he does work a lot slower
Yeah,
after he comes back. A little stiffer, not stiff. It's like he hits people, but like
Right,
he
like,
just moves
yeah.
a little slower and stiffer.
right. Like rigor mortis is set in.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, no, it's odd. Working the armpit.
It's the most crucial target that
Well,
one could focus on their opponent.
Take away the armpit and he can't torture rack you, I guess.
It's true.
It's an armpit-centric move.
Man, if that was Brian Knobbs, his whole arsenal would be gone. Take out that armpit on Brian Knobbs.
I wonder if anyone ever did that against the Nasty Boys, like had spray deodorant.
Oh man, I hope so. If not, that should have happened. That's actually pretty good.
Oh, that really should have. And then they're like not the same for weeks. It took away their nastiness. And there's like vignettes where they go and try to find their nastiness.
They just like go roll around in mud puddles.
Yeah.
It just ain't the same, man. We've been working on that stench for decades.
Oh, that'd be great.
Just someone comes and sprays him with cologne.
Yeah. All right, well, someone book that.
I'm sure they're still wrestling on Independence. I mean, maybe if you ever come across one of them in your indie adventures in the next few years.
I'll suggest that.
That should be your suggestion for the match.
I like it.
Has Dynamo ever had anybody come in like that?
I don't know. I mean, not since I've been around, but that hasn't been very long.
How long is
a lot of the other local places do from time to time.
Yeah, I didn't know how long they've been around.
A couple years, I think.
It's not horribly long.
As far as I'm concerned, they haven't been around until I showed up.
There you go. That should be a part of your promo.
It might be.
He's got a one-arm torture axe, Scott Norton. Oh, look, he can use the armpit. Oh, my armpit. Oh, God. Oh, no, jeez.
He didn't tap. He didn't fucking tap. He didn't do anything.
Wouldn't
this
that
match
be great?
Is still going.
If they took tapping literally, you had to tap the mat, and you could never tap out of the torture rack. It just tortured you until you passed out.
Oh, that'd be a good stipulation.
You have to tap the mat.
The match isn't over until you. Yeah, the mat. It's submission only, but it's not over until you tap the mat.
Yeah. There we go. One more thing for your repertoire.
What's Luger doing?
Where's the hard camera?
Yeah. Man, that's another one of those things that's hard. Like you lock up and you do a series of moves, and you're like, fuck, we're 100 feet away from the middle of the ring. We need to shuffle over there and not look obvious.
And not look, like an idiot. So I guess this is a question for you.
Yeah.
So I mean, we make fun of a lot of people that we say suck when we watch them on TV. But
right.
Do you have like a kind of a different look? Like, say we watch a match that horribly sucks as of like 3 months ago before you started this stuff. Now you're thinking that's not actually that bad. Now that I know what they're doing.
It's interesting, and I had that same exact thought not very long ago. It's interesting because the same guys that I thought sucked, I still think suck for the most part.
Oh yeah.
I definitely have more of an appreciation, but it's interesting now to see why they suck. Like Ice Train. I was watching an Ice Train match because I hate him and I think he sucks, and it's amazing. Like his headlock is perfect. A lot of his chain wrestling from the tie-up, a lot of that stuff looks really good. But then like when he runs the ropes, at least in one of the examples I saw, like he looked lost. He wasn't, he wasn't centered the way that he should have been. And then a lot of it with a lot of these guys, it looks like they're, I don't know if it's not natural, if it's that there's no one in the ring to lead the match, if they're not good at communicating. Like, I can see as much communication as sometimes needed. Why a guy like fucking Ahmed Johnson couldn't wrestle. 'Cause fuck, I mean, he couldn't tell you anything in the ring and you understand it.
Yeah.
Which is also one of those things that just makes it amazing how many good matches there are with two guys that don't speak the same language.
You get some good matches with Japanese guys and Mexican guys and Americans. And
I mean, I guess you just get good enough that both guys can feel it out. We talk about what great matches, someone like an AJ Styles or someone has with someone from another country. We're not talking about what a great match some guy who can't work is having. So, but it is a testament to how good those guys are when they get to the point that they don't really need to communicate much.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's interesting to now know why someone sucks.
Yeah, I bet you look at it a lot differently now. I like how it's not on there anymore, but when they were showing that recap, you could tell this is it was on analog tape and they had to redub it because sometimes they'll see like the tracking at the bottom.
Right.
Even though we're watching a quote unquote HD digital video.
No, that stuff's great. I love it when like Pritchard talks about that stuff. Why something's fucked up when they record it. I nerd out on that chunk.
Oh yeah. Talking about Sting, I guess.
Yeah. I think maybe Luger's his promos and interviews are better here because they're simpler.
Yeah. I mean, he's been doing the same promo since he arrived in '95. It's just been insert Dungeon of Doom or insert NWO.
I mean, that's what all the... I can't think of any of the greats that do much different other than Savage. All the great wrestlers kind of have the same promo every time.
Same angle going on, just insert
enemy
here.
Right. It's when you ask Lex Luger to start describing philosophy or be in a debate that maybe he's not at his best, but...
Yeah. I'm pissed off now.
And I think he's one of those guys that overthinks things, because like here he's tired. His interview should suffer, but that was good.
Yeah. A guy holding up his very stereotypical 1990s cardboard cup up there.
Oh yeah. Man, I need the Nitro set in my like basement or backyard.
You just have like a very unassuming house, and then you like invite someone to your basement. It is like a Nitro set,
right?
You walk down, you go through curtains,
it's the ramp,
and you have people that are like shackled to chairs as fans that have to cheer for you every time you come down there.
Yes,
just like do the laundry.
Maybe I'll build a pool, and there'll be a slide, and the slide will be the entranceway.
Oh, the slide will be into the pool. Will be the entranceway.
Yeah, like there'll be
like the lights going on and stuff.
Lee Marshall.
That'd be a good time for Clay to call. That'd be great.
No shit.
I never understood why he is where he's at.
Isn't he always in the town they're going to be at next?
Like, or for a house show or something, maybe, or just the next Nitro, or
I don't know. I mean, he's not really anywhere except for in the office.
I like to think of it as he's eternally lost, and he's just trying to get to, he's just trying to get to where we are currently, but he never makes it.
He just needs a little bit of cab fare.
Bischoff, I know you can hear me. I'm in Florence, South Carolina, and you are in Florida. I'm so close. If you could please just send a vehicle and pick me up.
Just pull over, pick me up, guys.
And it's like, yeah, sure, surely we will. They do, and then they're already at like the next town by the time he gets to St. Petersburg.
Yeah, like how about this, Lee? If we ever get like a B show, another B show, you can be on it.
Yeah.
Fast forward 2 years. Fuck.
Yeah.
What?
I thought he was gone. The cowboy dude.
No, he's not. He's just, I guess, a Texan Canadian now. For whatever reason.
Who knows why, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Cold.
Oh, now he's
ice.
I guess, coaching against.
Oh, I see, yeah.
That makes sense.
Man, Sherry. Let them puppies out, jeez. Just looking through the card, we still got this 1, 2. This is a weird card.
Yeah,
it's it's not really a main event. The last match I wouldn't call it a main event caliber match, but hey, we do get to see Miguel Perez Jr. on TV.
I saw that. If I paid for this and that was my main event on Nitro, I'd be a little upset.
Yeah. I mean, at this point in time, you're really paying for the shenanigans. You don't.
Right.
You're probably not a fan paying for the wrestling at this point in the game. Which they're getting a lot of it. They're getting a lot of sting.
That's true.
And I think there's probably going to be. I mean, they got now they got most of the NWO so far. So
yeah, I guess you get to be part of the big angle.
Yeah.
Still, fuck.
Yeah, if you're going to these shows for wrestling, you're going to be disappointed.
And that only gets worse. It gets really bad for a while.
Mm-hmm. Especially once Russo shows up and it's just pretty much angles in a couple matches.
Yeah.
Angles to
even
matches
before
that
then, there's nights where there's a lot of matches, but all of them end in DQ.
Yeah. It's like with Russo, he literally would have angles to set up angles.
Right.
Like, it wouldn't be an angle with a payoff with a match. It'd be an angle to set up an angle.
Yeah, no, Vince Russo didn't think it was a wrestling show.
Right. He was actually on Stone Cold's podcast a while back talking about that. How he never believed wrestling was about wrestling.
Right.
Which, I mean, I guess for some people it is like that. It's more about the angle. But he really said that wrestling does not matter. The caliber of the match does not matter at all, he said.
Yeah, I just... I don't know. I mean, it's not about it up until the end. Because the whole point is that at the end of all the shenanigans and the soap opera and the drama,
there's a payoff.
It's two guys that are going to beat the fuck out of each other to solve it.
That is that is the essence of professional wrestling.
Right.
There's angles that lead to fights.
Right.
To matches.
And if you don't have that, I don't know why you.
It's not wrestling. It's
just.
It literally is. It literally is
the guiding light.
I was going to say it literally is the Young and the Restless. That's what that is. If Vince Russo, hey, there's the Nasty Boys.
I wouldn't let them in either.
It'd be great if Vince Russo did write for Guiding Light or whatever.
He'd probably be good at it.
He probably would.
Because that's all those are. It's just swerve after swerve.
A Victoria Newman on a pole match. Victor versus Jack. I think those names are right.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're accurate. I'll vouch for you.
Young and the Restless, I guess, not Guiding Light.
Is that Joe? Is that Dillinger? I guess.
Yeah, Doug Dillinger.
Doug Dillinger. Well, all right, that was exciting.
Okay, so why aren't they letting them in? I didn't catch that. Did you?
I don't remember. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't really.
Just whip their asses, nasty boys. What
I don't
the
think
fuck?
I don't think they realize they're being taped right now. Look how nonchalant they're being.
Yeah.
Give them the pitch stop, knobs.
No shit. All right, I've been assigned a Uniregistry domain booker who will follow up with me on information on buying NitroGirls.com.
Nice. So, are there any prices on that?
No, I guess that guy will tell me. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, well, you know what the odds of the Nitro Girls coming back are? Pretty fucking bad. I'll give you $8.
So it's just some dude bought it and now he's selling it.
I guess, yeah.
Huh. He's probably gonna want a couple grand.
Well, I mean, he can either take my $8 or he can wait for WCW to reform, launch Nitro, and have a dance team.
Right.
In that order.
Jeez.
Jesus. That's fantastic.
No kidding. Can't say that today.
No.
I mean, you can, but you might not like the repercussions.
She took her belt off.
She's like, don't show my belly.
Well, I guess they won.
I guess.
Or whatever. We're almost to the point where winning doesn't matter.
It actually was a no contest. So, hey, there's the old man.
Fuck yeah.
Drew Hart.
Shit.
That's the only thing. That is the only name I can think of that rhymes with Stu. I'm sure there's 1,000, but I can only think of Drew.
No, that's good. I like that. Well, no, I don't know if Conan really came out to the Faces of Fear music here, but Jesus, that it does not.
Eddie Murphy's in the crowd, by the way.
That's racist.
He looks just like. I'm not even saying that because he's a black man. He looked just like Eddie Murphy.
All right, fine. So they're playing Jericho's proper music for the time, right?
Let me turn it up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his actual music, yeah.
It's only when he switches to his next song that the WWE dubs in the Y2J music.
Which I don't know why.
Me either.
I mean, his next song is just, I'm assuming, just a Jimmy Hart special or something.
It
isn't something real, is it?
His next song, I believe, was like a public domain thing. Because I'm pretty sure it was used in an adult film.
Oh, was it?
I think.
You're thinking of Benoit's song.
No, I think they both were.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, do some research. Get with us next week.
Yeah, I will. Get my people on it.
Go to the library and look it up. Get your encyclopedias out. Search the card catalog for that kind of stuff. Whatever you got to do. How to use a library anymore? I don't remember.
Talk to Dewey.
Dewey. Oh, Jericho's dad. Ted Irvine.
Yeah.
Irvine, however you say it. You're listening to Jericho's music, aren't you?
No. You can't hear that, and there's nothing copyrighted about any of this. Go to hell.
I put the Incredible Hulk outro on a YouTube video, and nothing happened. So,
yeah, well,
I think you actually have to be sponsored. Like you have to have ads.
No. Get this. One time we posted a training video of two guys beating the fuck out of each other. In the background, faintly, on a cassette player, the Rocky IV soundtrack was playing, and it was the song "Burning Heart."
And it got flagged.
We got fucking dinged.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Did you just get an email, or did the video just get removed, or what?
It got flagged, and it can't be public.
Oh man.
And it was so faint that like I couldn't even figure out what song it was.
Jeez. Well, I guess it can happen then.
Yeah, no. Fuck.
I haven't checked the our YouTube page's email pretty much since we created it, so I don't know if it's been flagged or not. We might have just like tons of comments from people or something. Private messages, I have no clue.
Maybe someone might have offered us money.
Yeah.
It was time sensitive. And now we're not going to get our millions of dollars.
Like after our first year, I don't know, Podcast One like contacted us to be on their network or something.
Like, hey, we think you guys are going places. We'd like to pay you for your idea. Nope, we don't check email.
No, we don't even check our email. You're wrong. You are so wrong about us.
All right, this is probably a good match if I'd watch it.
Yeah, maybe.
I've been looking at the crowd the whole time.
I've been looking, but I have no idea what I'm just kind of like looking through the screen. I'm not really seeing what I'm seeing. Seeing what I'm looking at. Looking at what I'm seeing.
Wait, what?
Does Conan have a Goldberg tattoo?
Yes, he has a tattoo memorializing a wrestler who doesn't exist yet. Because he sees into the future. That's one of his powers that they don't talk about that much.
Wouldn't that be a great gimmick? Oh, I mean, great as in horrible. If your gimmick was you can see in the future, you know how the match is going to end. And
that'd be good.
and you basically are pretending to just go through the moves because you know how it's going to happen.
But then it gets real existential. Like, should you do that? Because
right.
if you do, yeah.
That's kind of what I was getting at. But then it comes like a whole like fate versus, free will type of situation.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm going to lose this match, so I'll get disqualified. But if I lose this match, I can't possibly get disqualified.
Yeah. But then again, no matter what happens, he like can't disqualify. Like
Right.
he can't change the outcome of the match.
If we're stealing this from Lucha Underground, I apologize. I don't watch that show.
It probably is.
It just seems like something you people would do.
Yeah.
Well, because then with booking, like you could, I don't know. All right. I'll remember that. That's a good one too. It's a good angle.
I mean, and he's thought out a lot more than my 5 seconds of thinking about it.
No, that's the whole thing. This is WCW, so that's how they would have done it. Standing switch, the move that's not a real thing and never could be.
Physics don't work that way. Seriously, people, stop freaking popping for yourselves on the big screen.
Especially since you're on it the entire time.
I know.
You're just randomly getting excited for no reason.
I'd be more surprised if you weren't on the screen.
Right.
Honestly, though, if I were hard camera front row, I'd probably do every wrestling meme I could possibly think of whenever the camera came on me.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
So, what happened?
I believe the ref got hit.
I should do a lot better attention, or a lot better.
Yeah,
job
what are
paying
you
attention.
doing?
I'm seriously looking right at the screen, but I'm just...
Yeah, Jericho. Jericho bumped the ref inadvertently.
Oh, okay.
Which will set up an angle between the two of them.
My mind's kind of trailing. Our lane flooded today, but we have a separate easement road that exists before we built our lane.
Oh, okay.
But it's not graveled,
right?
And it's basically just a mud road at this point when it rains.
Fuck
Who is that hairy man? Oh my god! Holy Jesus!
No, that's Miguel Perez.
God dang, Miguel.
It's like Norman Smiley and the Patriot had a baby.
I know, it's like Norman Smiley, but covered in
hairy.
So anyways...
oh god, what was that really hairy fucker's name in the WWF? The tall guy?
Test?
No. Harry.
Albert.
God damn it. No, older. He's really tall. Fucking
the
hell.
animal?
No, really fucking tall.
Oh. Giant Gonzalez?
Yes.
Oh. Well,
Giant Gonzalez, the Patriot, and Norman Smiley had a baby.
Who was the big guy that Hulk Hogan went up against at WrestleMania 2? No. It's a name that I should know, and I'm just having a brain fart.
What's his name?
The dude that ate turnbuckles.
Yeah, George the Animal Steel.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I was trying to think of. So this Miguel Perez, his face is so pale.
Yeah.
Like, look at how white his face is, and then the rest of his body is just...
I think the rest of his body's
hair.
pale. It's just covered in hair. Look at his thighs.
You know, if they used Miguel Perez as the Yeti, but didn't even give him a costume, I'd believe him more than what they actually did for the Yeti.
I love it. Eric Bischoff's naming countries.
I know geography. Listen, as I name countries. Man, that was a smooth hurricane. What do we call that? A moonsault. Like he flowed. He barely even touched the mat at the end.
No, it looked good. He didn't even crouch down that much. That was almost from standing straight up.
Right. Honestly, I'll probably look like Miguel Perez when I'm in my 40s, 50s.
I mean, you can use Nair.
I mean, it's... Man, I just can't, it's a lot of hair. Seriously. Like, you ever seen, those documentaries or just whatever's about these kids that grow hair all over their body, like the bear people or whatever? Like, that's what he reminds me of. Do you have to take bumps outside the ring in your training?
we don't have much space outside the ring, but no, fuck no.
No.
I refuse to even climb a turnbuckle. I mean, no one's really asked me to, but like, fuck that shit. I'm not going up there. There's nothing for me.
Not even like a Bret Hart second turnbuckle, just kind of elbow to the face.
That. I saw what happened to Sid.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
Fuck that. Fuck that shit.
But what I was talking about earlier, our lane flooded and we got that Eastman Road. And I went through with the truck earlier, and I got Dad's old truck, his old Ford. And went through it. Almost got stuck coming back through it. I had to go to Effingham. And so I got a little bit of gravel at Menards, and I put some gravel down just to make it so Maria could possibly get through if the lane was still flooded. So I did all that. I spent like $25 on gravel and, did that. I come downstairs. I'm home for about an hour at this point.
Right.
And someone is knocking frantically at my door. Like, I thought someone was just either trying to break in or something horrible happened.
Yeah.
But what happened was the UPS guy decided to use the Easement Road, which is basically mud and a little bit of gravel. He gets stuck in our Easement Road, and someone passing by, who happens to be Maria's cousin, helps him get through with his pickup truck. He comes up, and he's so scared that I'm going to call UPS, his boss. He thinks he's going to get fired. He's literally trying to pound my door down because he needs to make sure that, because I have that, he doesn't know this, but maybe he suspects I have that video doorbell. I would have known it was UPS had he not knocked on the door.
Right.
And so he's going nuts. Like, he's literally about to plow through my door, banging on it so hard. And I go up and like, what in the world? I just thought he really wanted to give me our package that he was delivering. But it was like, he was like stuttering. He was like so like scared. He's like, man, your lane was flooded. I'm like, yeah, I know. And he's like, I tried to take that side road, man. I got stuck. I got ruts. I made ruts everywhere. And he was like almost in tears. He's like, man, I can call my boss, but I really don't want to. I really do not want to call my boss. I'll probably get fired. And I'm like, let me go look at it. And so anyways, if our lane's still flooded, then Maria can't get home because the $25 worth of gravel that I put down on the mud is gone now.
It's buried.
It's gone. It's buried under more mud. So that's how my afternoons went. Basically my entire day, because I woke up with the situation, and the situation's still kind of going on.
Right on.
Yeah. Yeah. Living in the country. It's awesome.
All right, so that's where they make the call for people in WCW to come over.
Wait, what? What
It's
happened?
an open invitation.
Oh, an open
to
invitation.
join the New World Order.
That's what that was. Okay. All right. Dungeon of Doom is still around.
And they're not, they don't even really have a gimmick at this point. It's just a name attached to some people that don't really even hang out.
Mm-hmm. Well,
at least Ming glued a skull.
I'll say these two are the only ones that kind of have remnants of being quote-unquote monsters still.
Right.
Being the faces of fear. The rest of the Dungeon of Doom are just like East Coast freaking scumbags now.
And Conan for some reason.
Conan, who dresses like an East Coast scumbag, but he's from Mexico. Yeah, this is the main event.
Oh, I know why it's the main event.
Well, don't give it away, because I don't.
Oh, you should.
I should know?
Yeah, you should be able to figure it out.
I mean, I see what the dark match after this is. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, I think I know what's going to happen.
Yeah, the segment that we just had in this match are connected.
Yeah, okay, I got you. I did not realize that was this show.
Well, it made no sense for this. I don't know that it's this show, but there's no other reason to put these guys in the main event.
You might be right. It only makes sense, which means it probably won't happen.
Well, right.
Well, we'll just see how this goes.
Oh, the truck says they've got the Rowdy Roddy Piper video queued up that Schiavone was given earlier.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Huh. Huh.
Fucking American males.
American males. American males.
How do you explain to your family that you have, I mean, almost any gimmick in wrestling, but, like, yeah, we're male strippers?
Well, I mean, Buff Bagwell really is, right? So it's probably easier to explain that you're a fake male stripper.
I don't know that he was before this, and if he was, it wasn't on national TV.
Well, no, not on national TV, no.
Well, the neighbors see that shit.
Yeah, it's true.
And your cousin Florence.
Your cousin Florence. Do you have a cousin Florence?
Well, no, but Buff Bagwell does.
Oh, does he?
I have no idea.
And that was a non-conversation.
Well, it wasn't a non-conversation. It was work.
It almost sounded like a Bobby Heenan type of thing. Almost like a Schiavone Heenan kind of back and forth there.
Well, if we can just master that.
His cousin Florence. He has a cousin Florence. I don't know if he has a cousin Florence.
All right, so Bagwell's getting the shit kicked out of him and not attempting to tag at all.
Exactly.
Because why would you want the crowd? Why would you want the crowd to think that you're suffering, and that if you could only reach your partner, it would be over to get them excited about it?
Oh, he's calling spots right there.
I say,
open. Is that something they teach you in your training? When and when not to call spots?
I mean, we'll get into that, but at this point, if I can yell a spot or get a spot yelled at me and successfully do it, that's a win.
So if you're not wrestling somebody with long hair, you just have to scream it from a distance because you don't have someone with long hair to cover your faces.
Fuck, I guess. I just at this point, if someone can say something and both people do it properly, then that's good.
It's a miracle that happens.
Because most of the time, even if you're like, okay, drop down, fucking hip toss, it still gets fucked up because we don't know what we're doing yet.
Yeah, well. You ever...
Which I've explained. It's not that I can't hear, it's that I'm not good.
So what do you do?
Confusing the two.
What's your next step if someone says something you have absolutely no idea what they're talking about? What do you do next? How do you compensate for having no idea what's about to happen?
Well, I mean, luckily I'm not on TV or in front of a fucking crowd, so I just say, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
If it were real life, I'd grab a fucking hold and tell him to say it again.
Yeah. Have you gone like through a full match yet? Have you done that yet? Like training?
No. I mean, I don't have enough fucking moves to do a whole match. It'd be pretty boring. No, I don't know. I've listened to enough like Jim Cornette to know that if I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, grab a hold, or if someone fucks something up, just hit him. Just fucking punch him, because that'll cover it up.
There you go. So I missed the end. I'm not sure what happened, but what I thought was going to happen didn't.
What's his name? Finally fucking made it in.
Yeah, Riggs.
And immediately lost.
Oh, okay. Good going. Good going, Scotty. Yeah, it would have made sense for what we thought was going to happen, but it didn't happen. Unless it's still going to happen. Then in that case, it will happen.
There's still forever left on this show.
Yeah, there's still 9 minutes. And with that, we'll see you next week. Okay, yeah, there's just a video.
Oh, the video is the rest of it. Well, the turn might happen next week.
Maybe. For the love of God, if they play the recap of Halloween Havoc.
Okay, you guys haven't seen this in a few weeks.
What is this? It sounds like a freaking Campbell's soup commercial or something.
That's what I was going to say.
I am so confused. I am I'm in awe. I don't even know what's happening.
Somebody help.
Is this an old video they've dug up just to embarrass him? Or is this something he just did?
I don't know.
Help me.
I mean, I've seen it before. I just wasn't expecting it. And
Yeah. Who's on his shirt? If they show it again.
fuck, I don't know. Probably Hogan. They like each other, right?
I think the opposite, actually.
Oh,
This angle.
probably not Hogan then.
I'm your man.
What in the actual fuck?
Oh my god, this is I don't even know what to say.
I don't. Why are we? How is this relevant?
I don't understand. Maybe if we'd listened earlier in the show, they would have
So-
explained it. I don't know.
No, I remember this episode. They don't explain it. So, like, what is Hogan supposed to be afraid now?
I mean, if this is legit him trying to intimidate, then
I mean, if he's gonna do this to him in the ring, then yeah. But
I'm your man.
fucking microphone on a pole match. I like the backup vocals.
Oh yeah, I'm your man. I'm your man. I wonder if this is like some sort of a. I mean, it can't be because of the rights and everything, but like an old thing that came out when him and Hogan fought back in the day somewhere, but that never happened outside of WWF.
Right.
This needs like, I mean, if Piper was still alive, I'm surprised nobody asked him about this like on a podcast or something.
I'm sure someone did at some point.
Okay. 92, see?
Okay. Oh, but the copyright was Sony, so it was put out by them.
Uh-huh. Oh my god. Can you believe that? Can you believe that they actually thought this might happen way back in 1992?
Wow.
I mean, the ultimate bout is
Yeah.
actually going to happen.
Wow. That's amazing. And there was a music video to celebrate it.
4 years. Foreshadowing 4 years into the future.
So where does that rank versus the what was the AWA, the Rock and Wrestle,
Rock and wrestling?
or the Wrestle Rock song?
Oh, God, I don't know. I don't even know if I've ever watched that.
Oh God, that's like the greatest thing ever.
I'll check it out later. Oh, look at Liz. So I can't remember. Is Liz still being held against her will, or is she here on her own?
No, I think against her will is still the undertone.
Gotcha. So she's still, abducted.
Yeah,
no
she
one's
has
doing
that.
anything about it.
For some reason, she chose to dress up like Santa, I guess.
Virgil is eyeballing the hell out of her.
Yep. Oh, fuck.
Great breakdown.
No, that was good. You're gonna do your own album.
I just hum. and make weird noises, my own little voice instruments for all the theme
Right.
songs.
No, that's exactly it. Hey, we have that bandana.
Yes, we do. Did we get those at Slamboree or Thunder?
Yeah,
Slamboree. wasn't it? Yeah.
Along with the kind of tie-dye-esque.
Oh, yeah. So I still got that one, too. Coppola, huh? Eight to 10 to 12 weeks.
You brought her out for that? That doesn't seem... The big stinky giant. He just made the body language for fucking the ass. For the Macho Man.
What did he just say?
How are you not making fun of that music video?
I was about to say that music video must have worked because he's all flustered and he can't get a sentence out. I'm your man.
Oh, God. What if he'd use that as an entrance theme?
Oh, God. Pose to I'm your man.
Why isn't he laughing? DiBiase laughs. That's his thing.
So yeah, there is a dark match, Hogan versus Luger, that we will not see.
I guess to give the live audience a main event.
Basically. So a riot wouldn't ensue.
Yeah. Because at this point they hadn't been conditioned that the show was just going to end in a non-finish.
Right.
Turd of a fucking match.
A year from now, 6 months from now, if the show didn't end like this, they'd been pissed.
They'd be pissed, yeah. Why didn't we get our schmaz?
Mm-hmm. I was the same way. I remember watching, thinking, Jesus Christ, it was just a match and it was over.
Yeah.
What the hell? This is it. This is how it ends. 7,
Jesus Christ.
6, 5, 4,
And
19.
then immediately after it goes off the air, Luger's music plays. All right.
Well, one more in the bag. It's 4:37. We made good time
All
there.
right. What
So
episode number is this?
That was 61.
Okay.
So we are maybe gonna have World War III. I don't know. Have to look into that, I guess. I'll have to play the role of Clay and tell you to make sure that you review World War III.
Yes.
That might not be until the show after next. I don't know.
I'll check calendars and such.
Yeah. So this is your last podcast before you are married.
Yes.
That's like next weekend. Or 2 from now.
Also true. I don't know.
Then you're going off to
Not
Iceland.
from the time the people hear this. Yeah.
Yeah, it will be this coming weekend when you're listening to this. Not that anybody cares. So
Unless you're listening to this 2 weeks after it happened, in which case it was last week.
it might have been last year.
Who the fuck knows? I could be divorced by now.
Okay, well, I think there's nothing else to say.
Yeah, no.
That was
it was a show.
That's exactly what I was saying. It was a show.
It got us to next week.
Yeah, it sure did.
All right. Well, tune in next time for the exciting saga of Lex Luger and his dancing pecs.
And the only thing I can take from that episode is that Roddy Piper has the voice of an angel.
It's true. It's true.
It is.
All right. Well, see everybody next week.
Yeah, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. I think we have those things still. You can find us. Type in our name. You're smart kids. You can do it.
That's right.
All right. I'm good.
Bye.
See ya.